we are going to see three very important concepts in this particular video. The very first one is a technique in image compression. So let us first understand what is image compression and what are the types of image compression. Image compression is where we try to reduce the size of the image to store it while transmitting it. Now, types of image compression are lossy and lossless. Lossless is when you can reconstruct the original image as it is from the compressed image. That is, in the process of compression and decompression, you lose nothing. Whereas, in lossy image compression, you lose certain amount of information which is permanently discarded. So, some data is lost. So the decompressed image is not 100% same as your original image before compression. So very basically, when you don't lose anything from your original data, it is lossless image compression. When you lose something permanently, then it is a lossy image compression. The technique we are going to see next, that is JPEG image compression, is a type of lossy image compression. Now what we basically do in this JPEG image compression, let us see that. As the very first step in this algorithm, we convert any type of image into YCBCR format and we select only Y channel. Now what is this YCBCR format? Y stands for the luma part of it, that is the luminance part of it. CB and CR, they correspond to the blue channel and the red channel. So we consider only Y channel, and you can see the apostrophe S on the top of it. It will suggest that, or it shows you that some kind of gamma correction is done in this process. Now once this conversion is done, we divide our image into small blocks, and the size of every block is 8 by 8. So the first step is convert the image into YCBCR format and divide the image into 8 by 8 blocks. Now let us understand what happens after this. So this 8 by 8 block you have will look something like this. Now no need to by heart this for exam. Just draw a 8 by 8 matrix like this and fill in some values which are in the range of 0 to 255. Now once you have done this, the next step is you need to get the values from the range of minus 128 to 127. So how do you get this? Whatever values you have, you subtract, that is you minus 128 from it. So 52 minus 128 will give you minus 76. 55 minus 128 will give you minus 73. So for few things or few numbers you do this. Rest of the table you need not feel. Don't waste your time in exam doing it. The next step is you compute or you calculate the DCT. What is DCT? Discrete cosine transform, and this is the formula for it. Okay, now this DCT that has been calculated is stored in a matrix which is called as A of JK. Now JPEG compression gives you a standardized matrix by the name luminance matrix, which is denoted by Q of JK. Now as your next step, you are supposed to calculate B of JK. What is the formula for B of JK? A of JK upon Q of JK. And whatever answer you get, because it is a division operation and there is a high chance that the answer comes in a decimal number, you have to round it off. So A of JK is your DCT answer. Q of JK is a standardized matrix, the luminance matrix, which is already into existence. Okay. You calculate B of JK by A of JK upon Q of JK. Now once B of JK is there with you, as you can see only initial few numbers are there and rest of the numbers are 0. So you start reading this matrix, but instead of reading it row wise or column wise, you read this matrix in a zigzag manner. And then your compressed image is ready. So to revise this very quickly, what we do, we convert our image into YCBCR, divide the image into 8 by 8 blocks. Your intensity values are between the range of 0 to 255. You want to convert them into minus 128 to 127. For doing it, you subtract 128 from each number. So you get the smaller numbers now. Then you perform DCT on it. DCT का आंसर जाता है A of JK में. So the formula that you apply is A of JK upon Q of JK. Q of JK is nothing but it is your standardization matrix. As I told you, it is called as luminance matrix. The answer goes in B of JK, which you round it off. Then you get a B of JK matrix where majority things are 0 and you read them in zigzag manner. That is all about your JPEG compression. Now we go ahead to the next topic, which is called as image enhancement techniques. They come in spiral domain and they come in frequency domain. We are going to see few of them. The very first is the contrast stretching. Contrast stretching will improve the quality of the image by stretching the range of intensity values in such a way that the image is neither very light or nor very dark, and it is actually using the dynamic range of gray levels in the image. So how is it done? What we basically do is we make the dark regions darker, bright regions brighter, and the middle gray levels are stretched to enhance the mid-tone contrast. Now, what is the application of contrast stretching? It is used in medical imaging, satellite imaging, photography, and it will allow you to see the details which are usually hidden because of low contrast. So, how is it done? We have input gray levels R1 and R2. We wish to stretch them to S1 and S2. So your output gray levels are S1 and S2, your input gray levels are R1 and R2. The very first way of doing is to define a threshold function, and as an output of this what you get is a binary image. Now in this case what we do is we assume that R1 is equal to R2, which is generally some value M. S1 is 0, that is it is black color, and S2 is L minus 1, where L is the number of intensity levels in your image. So suppose L is 256, then L minus 1 will be 255. That is your highest intensity that is allowed. So 255 is our highest intensity level that is allowed. Generally it is white. So 0, that is black, to L minus 1, generally 255, it is white. Okay. What happens over here is you consider a threshold M. उसके नीचे के जो सारे पिक्सेल्स होते हैं वो ब्लैक कलर के हो जाते हैं, उसके ऊपर के जो सारे पिक्सेल्स होते हैं वो वाइट कलर के हो जाते हैं. Okay. Now in contrast stretching, what do? We give R1 as Rmin, S1 as 0, R2 as Rmax, and S2 as L minus 1. And the formula that we use is L minus 1 upon Rmax minus Rmin, R minus Rmin. So if you consider Rmin as 90 and Rmax as 138, this is what you are going to get. So this was all about contrast stretching. Now we go ahead and we try and understand what happens in histogram equalization. Many a times in the image is very much concentrated, the details are missing, the quality is poor, the contrast is poor. So what do you try to do is you need to get a balanced image out of that. And to achieve a balanced image, you perform something which is called as histogram equalization. So we want to convert a histogram which is concentrated to a small region to a more balanced histogram. You can see in this image, the image was very dull because the histogram was concentrated only in a certain range. मैंने histogram को equalize किया, उसका range बढ़ाया, the histogram is more balanced now and you can see how small details are visible. So what is the procedure for histogram equalization? Very first, you take the input gray levels RK and you count the number of pixels for the gray level RK. So you get NK, that is number of pixels for every gray level RK. Remember, RK is your input gray level. NK is उस gray level के कितने pixels है. For example, I have gray levels from 0 to 7. So 0 intensity होने वाले कितने pixels है, that is your NK. 5 intensity होने वाले कितने pixels है, that is again your NK, but for RK 5. Okay, so you count the pixels for every single gray level. Now you calculate the PDF. How is PDF calculated? NK upon N. For every RK we calculate NK upon N. What is NK? The total number of pixels in the image. What is NK? The total number of pixels in the image. Then you calculate SK, that is summation of PR of Rj, where J goes from 0 to K. So you calculate the cumulative density function. Then you scale the intensity range. How do I scale the intensity range? The formula is L minus 1 into CDF. The formula is L minus 1 into CDF. You round off the values to the nearest integer and you assign the new intensity values to the pixels that you have got in step number 5. You merge the pixels with similar intensity values to equalize the histogram and you plot the new histogram to verify whether the transformation has happened or no. So dark regions or bright regions will become more visible. The image contrast is going to improve. Now to understand the algorithm in a better manner, let us see with the help of Excel file how to solve the sum of histogram equalization. Now in this, the RK and NK is already given to you. The first thing you need to calculate is N, that is the total number of pixels. How will you calculate N? You will take the summation of all these values. So N in my case is 185. Okay. Now you have to calculate PDF. What is the formula for PDF? It is NK upon N for every RK. So for the PDF of RK0, what is the formula? It will be 30 divided by 185. So I get this. 30 divided by 185. Similarly, I do it for RK1. What will be the formula? 10 upon 185. For RK2, it will be 50 upon 185. Okay. Now, how is CDF calculated? Very simple. First, iska CDF is exactly equal to the PDF. But for RK1, the CDF becomes the previous step CDF plus the current step PDF. So it is 1.61 plus 0.05. So it gives you this. How will you calculate this? ऊपर वाला वैल्यू प्लस बाजू वाला वैल्यू. ये कैसे कैलकुलेट करोगे? सेम मैनर. ऊपर वाला वैल्यू प्लस बाजू वाला वैल्यू. So you have CDF. What was your L minus 1? It was 7. So 7 into CDF. And then you round off these numbers. So when you round off these numbers, what you get is this. Now, what did it meant by कि ये new intensity values का number of pixels calculate करो? ये तो आपका new intensity values है. अभी इसका number of pixels कैसे calculate करोगे? Very simple. ये जो आपका NK का column था, वो copy करो. कहाँ पे copy करोगे? यहाँ पर, as it is. And now calculate the new number of pixels. So for intensity 1, how many pixels we have? 30. So I write 30 as it is. For 2, how many we have? 10. So I write 10 as it is. For 3, how many we have? We have 50. So I write 50 as it is. For 4 and 5, I have nothing as of now. For 6, what do I have? I have 80. But see, for 7, how many I have? I have 9 plus 1 plus 5. So for 7, what will I write? 9 plus 1 plus 5, that is 15. So that's it for the 3 very important topics: histogram equalization, contrast stretching, and JPEG compression. Thank you.